Well, I'm pretty excited. We've had a couple of shakedowns now. We went on the Cobb & Co. We didn't have it all fully set up at that stage, but look, I've got just about everything in its place in the back of the Arc Point Canopy. So I want to show you through it, what I'm using and where it is. So come with me.
G'day, my name's Jamie Hazelden and I've been travelling this great country for many years. And what I want to share with you is the great places that I've been to and the places that you can only imagine of getting to. I want to show you and introduce to you some of the colourful characters, sit round a campfire and reminisce and talk about the journey and the places that we're going to go to. So come along with me as I share this journey with you.
Proudly supported by and powered by Custom Lithium. All right, so this is the layout. As you can see, I've got the 12-volt system here. Now that's what's running everything in here. Then we've moved on, we've put the upright fridge on this side. I'll show you on the other side because I put a freezer on the other side. But I put the RV storage solution 100mm drawers. So what that idea of that is so I can put containers in a certain height for storage, but at the same time I'm not losing anything up here for the upright fridge, the pantry and things like that. But I put two of those in, and right here we've got the Arc Point pantry. Now the great part about that is it's sitting on the RV storage solution drawers that are 100mm high. To bring it up that height, it works as our pantry for storage and whatnot. But down here we've got another area for preparing food or whatever we want to do there, and then storage again. So that's where we keep all the tin foods and things like that. Where I've put the Road Chef oven up the top there so that we can put cold food in and get it hot for lunches and stuff like that as we're driving along. It sits there quite nicely. And then of course I put in the top end camp kitchen, which is what I run in the other one. Same time we've added the extra part that they make, and that's a 30-litre tank in the rear here with a water pump. So we got water on tap right here as we're preparing the food and whatnot. Well, I've found the top end camp kitchen to be the most simplest, easiest and handiest kitchen out there because it's got everything you need in its places, but at the same time, if you don't want to have it on a slide, you can have it portable. So it's got the handles either side so you can carry it from vehicle to vehicle to make it portable. But in my case, it's built in, it's there to stay. So I've got it on the slide to come out because otherwise I could have it just sitting there permanently and still access this sort of stuff and get to it really easy. But also having that water on tap behind it works an absolute treat. And there's another little storage compartment at the back there. And then on the other side, where we have our cooker. And so what we've got in here is, at the moment we've got the gas cooker in, but we also can change it and put the induction cooker in there as well. So we can use either. So I asked the guys at Arc Point if they could put some molly paneling under here. So I could put the Oztent molly packs under, so I've got it on both sides. But not only that, I can put Oki straps, axes, whatever I need to do to hang stuff on here, because it's always a wasted space inside the doors. And if I can put them into use, have everything pushed back that little bit, I could fit other things in there. So they've done an awesome job of doing that. On the back of it, what I actually got made up was these extra large jerry can holders. So look, they hold the jerry can, plain and simple like that, but there's a lot more room in there. Now the room is for, if I don't want to take the jerry cans, I can put wood into it. Now I've got that on both sides. On this side currently, I have my little washing machine that I use to wash clothes if I need to and whatnot. But at the same time, if I'm not carrying that and I want to go and get some wood, I'm not having to put it in the canopy. I can just break some off, put it on here and hang it in around this area. So that works a treat. And then on the back side of it, in here, this is the trundle drawer, and that's where I've kept all the Max Trax recovery gear. Got my little shovel, I've got Hessian bags, I've got my tyre repair kit. I've just got some emergency supplies in the back here, and that's all that's stored in this back area. Now on this side of the canopy, we've got it set up. We didn't have the RV solution drawers in last time, but after going on that last Cobb & Co trip, we worked out what size we needed in the drawers, and then they made them up to suit. So, and both sets of drawers, they've made them out of aluminium, so that works an absolute treat for the weight factor at the same time. So what else I've got in here is I've got my portable Starlink, because I haven't got that mounted yet. Then I've got the expedition box with other storage bits and pieces. Now that still gives me plenty of room. And then I've got the Clearview power slide to make it nice and simple. Now, as you can see, it's a really snug fit, but we've had the drawers made up to suit exactly. So it's electric fridge slide, works an absolute treat. And then of course with the expedition box, makes it nice and simple for me to reach into. So in these drawers, this is just basically where I keep any of my clothings and my own stuff. And then in this side, I've got my Red Arc solar panel, I've got my books, binoculars, any other bits and pieces, cables and whatnot. And then down the side, I've got my custom lithium battery, I've got my fire extinguisher, I've got my Clearview table that clips on the front here for unloading the freezer and putting it onto the table. And then over here, I've got our first aid kit. And then in here, ArcPoint have built this unit here, especially so that I can actually put my shower inside. So now SmartTech have made this awesome sort of setup where I can run this out here into the shower tent. So I can set the shower tent up, pop her in there, have my shower. Keeps it nice and simple. You can have it on the back in one of these, but in my case it was easier to put it inside so I could put wood on the outside if I needed it to. So in here, the guys at ArcPoint have made the gas bottles so they sit inside there. Now if there's any gas leaks, they are actually vented at the bottom. Well, if you were ever worried about a tent giving you ventilation, this one's got you covered, because this one has got ventilation the whole way around it. And then it's got the lighting all the way around the outside it, which are sensor lights, so you can leave them on at night, and if something's moving around or walking around, you'll see it. It's big enough for 2 people and a child easily. It's a queen size bed inside, and this is the RTT 1600 from OzTent. But you will get to see that one on one of the OzTent videos coming up. Well, that's my camp setup. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you drop a comment down below of what you think of it. Now, our next video coming up will be on Gari. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll see you next time.